Hello, good day. Okay, yeah, today we want to look at inverse trig functions. When expression is given like this, um, y is equals to sine x. If y is equals to sine x, okay, you know, um, sine x, of course, is equals to y, right? If you want to guess the value of x is going to be sine inverse of y, right? So what does that mean? It tells us that this x is that angle for which um, y, that is for which x is equals to y, right? Okay, so x is equals to sine inverse of y. Also, if you have something like this, y is equals to cos x. The same thing. What's going to be x? X is going to be cos inverse of y. The same thing for tan. That's going to be, if this is equals to y, then x is going to be tan inverse of y. So this is what we call tan inverse, the inverse function, right? Okay, if we now have, so because it's an inverse function, it means sine inverse of x is going to be equal to x. Then cos inverse of x is still going to be x. And tan inverse of x is still going to be x. So this tells us that sine inverse of x is same thing as cos inverse of x, and it's also equal to tan inverse of x, and that will be equal to x, right? So this is one theorem. And also, if we say sine inverse of sine x, it will also be equal to x. Also, cos inverse of cos x is going to be x. Then cos inverse of tan inverse of tan x is going to be equal to x. So this is also another theorem which says that sine inverse of sine x will be equal to cos inverse cos x, and equals to tan inverse of tan x is equal to x. Okay, so these are the theorems that we're looking at here. So a number and its inverse, just like when you say a times a raised to the power minus 1, it's same thing as a times 1 over a, and that will be equals to 1, right? So we are applying the same principle here, right? Okay, but this should not be confused with 1 all over sine x. This is different from this 1 all over cos x and 1 over tan x. This one is called cosec x. This one is sec x, and this one is cot x. They are different from sine inverse, or we call them arc sine, or arc cos, or arc tan. So at times we write them as that: arc sine, arc cos, and arc tan. That is, we can say sine inverse of x is same thing as arc sine x. You can write it like this. Then cos inverse of x, you can write it as arc cos x. And tan inverse of x, that will be arc tan x. So we can rewrite it like this. Okay? So we should just take note of that. Okay? So this is the inverse trig function. Yeah, thanks.